try to shape your life around things that you love to do. Jadi nggak cuman mencoba menyempilkan ngerjain something that you like in between other things, but try to shape your life around that things. So I think it will probably make you a happier person. I think that's important, being happy. Nah, saya Rini Sugianto, saya sudah tinggal di United States sejak dari 2002, jadi sudah hampir 19 tahun. Dan di sini bekerja sebagai animation supervisor di Genius Studio.
How's your thirst for adventure?
Pindah ke US tahun 2002 di San Francisco dan sekolah di Academy of Art of University selama 3 tahun. Waktu itu ambil Master Degree of Animation di sana. Dan setelah lulus di tahun 2005, kebetulan langsung dapat internship di game company di San Francisco juga. It's a small company. Dan setelah 3 bulan internship itu diperpanjang menjadi full-time employee selama setahun. Waktu itu ngerjain game Eragon, karena waktu itu ada filmnya yang keluar. So I work on that for a year sampai 2006. Terus setelah itu that was a big decision karena kontraknya nggak diperpanjang, game-nya udah selesai. Then I got a chance to move down south to Orange County. Ngerjain project yang incubation ya, jadi masih prototype gitulah sebagai di game company. Dan itu waktu itu cuma kerja di situ cuma 6 bulanan di Orange County. Jadi setelah beberapa tahun di San Francisco pindah ke Orange County, dan dari situ pindah selama 6 bulan 7 bulan, akhirnya pindah lagi ke LA. Bekerja di perusahaan namanya Blur Studio. So the nature of the animation industry, you move around a lot. So this is gonna be the thing. Jadi di Blur Studio dari tahun 2007 sampai 2006 ya, tengah 2006 sampai 2010 di Blur Studio sebagai animator. Banyak kerjain cinematic, jadi buat game kayak Hello War, Bioshock, Warhammer, there's a bunch of other games, DC Universe. Nah, setelah di tahun 2010 dapat tawaran kerja di New Zealand. So that was the big move, karena waktu itu tawaran kerjanya untuk kerja di film, dan filmnya waktu itu film Tintin. So 2010 I packed up sold all my stuff. I had 4 luggages with me, and then I moved to New Zealand tahun 2010. Sampai di sana rencananya cuma setahun. Ended up staying for 4 years sampai dari awal 2014. Di 2014 di New Zealand waktu itu ngerjain semuanya film, kebanyakan VFX ya. Jadi mulai dari Tintin, terus Hobbit, the first Hobbit, the second Hobbit, Avengers yang pertama, Hunger Games, and then I think the second Apes, Planet of the Apes. Can't remember what else, but I think that's kind of it. X-Men. Oh no, I didn't work on X-Men. I think only just one shot on that one. Jadi setelah tahun di 2014 akhirnya balik lagi ke United States, mostly because my husband live here. So came back here for family. Dan dari tahun 2014 balik ke LA. Then just doing a couple of freelance, and then I moved back up to San Francisco untuk bekerja di Industrial Light and Magic. Dan di situ bekerja di film Avengers 2, The Age of Ultron, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the first one and the second one, dan Ready Player One. And then dari situ masih bolak-balik sih antara San Francisco dan LA. Di tahun 2016 ya balik ke Orange County, and then just doing fully remote work dengan company di Portland, balik ke company ke San Francisco, ke Industrial Light and Magic, but yeah, it's kind of like all over the place in that couple of years. Setelah itu, like a lot of smaller work, just 3 months work here and there. Sampai akhirnya di tahun 2017 sampai 2019 bekerja di Blizzard Studio, Blizzard Entertainment, untuk kerjain cinematicnya mereka untuk World of Warcraft, Overwatch, and Diablo. And then last year I tried a new industry and joining Genies untuk bekerja di digital human, avatar and metaverse. So that's where I'm at right now. Be authentic kalau menurut saya itu ekspresi diri sendiri ya. Jadi kita sebagai personel kan pasti punya ada keunikan masing-masing gitu. Jadi be authentic itu kita bisa mengekspresikan apa yang ada di dalam diri kita sendiri. Menurut saya being authentic itu perlu sekali ya, karena sebagai jati diri kita sendiri gitu. Jadi kalau misalnya biarpun kita mencoba untuk mengubah jati diri kita sendiri, itu rasanya susah sekali gitu loh. Dan ujung-ujungnya kita bakal munculin apa yang ada di dalam diri kita itu. Jadi dulu pas waktu saya masih tinggal di Indonesia, saya sempat kuliah di sana. Sepanjang kuliah atau sepanjang masa saya edukasi di Indonesia, selalu ngerasa nggak terlalu fit in ke arah dari sekolahnya, dari ke teman-temannya. Biarpun saya punya teman gitu, ada teman deket, ada teman main juga gitu loh. Tapi kayaknya ada something is missing gitu. Dan menurut saya waktu itu saya nggak tahu kenapa gitu, cuman kayaknya ada aja gitu yang nggak pas gitu. Nah pas waktu saya akhirnya pindah ke US di sekolahnya, itu kayaknya baru ngerasa agak diterima gitu, karena saya sebagai introvert itu justru di embrace. It's okay to be introvert. It's okay if you want to spend time alone. It's karena kapasitas energinya emang terbatas untuk kegiatan sosial gitu. Dan dari situ baru ngerasa gitu, like, oh yeah, ternyata I think it's okay kalau misalnya emang nggak mau ikutan party atau nggak mau ikutan ngumpul rame-rame, it's fine, it's okay, bukan berarti ada yang aneh gitu. So that's a big change for me, just knowing that it is okay and it's acceptable. Kalau di dalam dunia professional, I think it's actually okay, and I think I find the right industry for me. Sebagai animator, terutama 3D animator, itu selalu bekerja di belakang komputer gitu. So technically you're working alone, so it's perfect. It's perfect for me karena nggak selalu interaksi dengan orang lain atau big group gitu. So knowing my personality, it makes it easier untuk choose my path, untuk choose my professional path. Karena by acknowledging it, saya nggak mungkin milih karir sebagai customer service, for example, atau sebagai marketing, karena I'm gonna fail so bad. So, but in professional work, there's always a balance, karena tetap aja harus bisa berkomunikasi dengan orang lain gitu. So I think knowing who you are and how you work, how you function, it makes it easier. It makes it easier in a professional work. In the creative world, you actually have to show who you are, show your style. That what makes you different, and that's what makes your art different. Dan I think that's kind of nice karena ada kesempatan justru di encourage gitu. Kan di dalam saya kebanyakan dulu bekerja sebagai di dunia film ya. Kalau dunia film agak sedikit berbeda gitu, karena kita punya director yang dia udah ada punya visi sendiri gitu loh. Udah ada visinya yang kita sebagai animator harus ngikutin gitu. So in that case, you have to put aside your style, dan kita harus justru ngikutin, stylenya director ini seperti apa gitu. Style yang mereka mau itu seperti apa. Then we kind of mold ourselves to do their style. Tapi bukan artinya we lose ourselves gitu. So we just use it in a different way. In a personal work, you can go all out. You just show yourself gitu. Tapi kalau di professional, sometimes there's a compromise to be made. Fase-fase hopeless tuh pasti ada ya. Biarpun sampai sekarang pun tetap pasti ada gitu loh. Terutama di dunia profesional. So, and kalau pernah kayak misalnya dengar, selalu ngerasanya kita yang like, I'm not good enough, and it's like, kayaknya mungkin ini karirnya ini nggak tepat atau gimana gitu, imposter syndrome lah gitu loh. It's alive and well di dalam profession, di dalam anything that you do. I think it's very very common gitu loh. But I think as long as you don't give up, and then, pas waktu pertama kali lulus, hopelessnya kan saya sebagai foreigners, kita masih ada limitations dari visa untuk gimana cara dapat visa kerja gitu, saingannya banyak sekali. There's always up and down. Ditolak kerjaan atau kontrak nggak diperpanjang dan segala macam. Every time there's a low point, you always question yourself and say. So there's always that question. Tapi as long as you want to try. So I always think this way. If the worst thing that can happen is that you failed, right? You failed and it doesn't work out. But you won't succeed if you don't try. Like you will never succeed if you don't try. That's just a logic. Kalau misalnya kita nggak nyoba, itu nggak bakalan sukses, nggak bakalan ada suksesnya gitu. Tapi kalau kita nyoba, well, the worst things you fail and then you try again. For me, opportunity doesn't always come often. So when waktu ada opportunity presented itself, it's such a waste untuk nggak dicoba. I think it come back to I don't want to regret anything. So I don't want to think back and it's coba gue nyobain ya itu ya gitu. I don't want to do that. And then I think fortunately so far I don't have a lot of regret. I've tried what I want to try. Then and nggak semuanya berhasil. Some decisions that I made was that was not a good decision, but but there's nothing to waste. Every failure, every wrong decisions, I think it just points you to a different path. But it's not really wrong. It's just a different path. So the biggest thing probably yaitu nggak mau ada regret gitu, nggak mau ada nyesalnya. I like to think it this way, like if I this is gonna sound so heavy, but if I die tomorrow, am I gonna regret anything? So, and if I don't, then I'm making the right decisions. So, I think that's the biggest thing for me. So I think there's a misconception sebagai like dari apa ya, kayak pencitraan ya mungkin ya, atau kita ini sebagai maksudnya apa sih, siapa sih kita ini gitu loh. The misconception is that you only have one image. I think that's not true, and I think it's always changing. So you as a person, it doesn't stop. You know, obviously masa teenager itu yang bakalan semula umbang-ambing gitu. But it doesn't stop when you reach adulthood. Even when you're an adult, even when you're 30 years old, 40 years old, 50 years old, I think you change as a person. Then your authentic self change, because your priority change, your life change, and it's okay. I think it's dangerous untuk try to hang on to that image that you have in your head and like that's who I am, but it's not like all of the journey yang sebelumnya, pengalaman yang sebelumnya, all the experience, good and bad, is make you who you are, and that will always change every day. So I think embracing like the flexibility of how it changed makes your life easier, makes you happier, karena kita nggak hang up dengan just one image. You can have multiple image and that's fine. So for me, I think my journey it's not ending yet. Biarpun I've been in the same industry selama almost like 15 years, but like every day is an adventure, and every day it's a new thing. There's always new things. There's always new thing to learn. There's always new thing to pay attention to. So I think, and then things might change. Like things going to change. So who I am might still change in the future. Untuk generasi di Indonesia yang sekarang gitu ya, my only advice is that like make a decision for yourself, for your life, karena yang ngejalanin life-nya it's you, it's not anybody else. So so try to make a decision for you, not for someone else, even if it's your parent, but karena in the end it's you, it's for you, it's your life. So I think that's very important to think about. Try to do something that you actually like. Like it's try to shape your life around things that you love to do. Jadi nggak cuman mencoba menyempilkan ngerjain something that you like in between other things, but try to shape your life around that things. So I think it will probably make you a happier person. I think that's important, being happy. Thank you for watching LDR, and yeah, keep on trucking along, like try new things. If you have a questions today that like whether you should do it or not, just do it. I think that will be the right decision.